Once the staves have had time to dry and the glue is nice and cured, it's time to sand the bottom of the staves to make sure everything's nice and even and smooth, and then we put it into the jig. This is a routing jig, also known as a milling jig. This is something I built myself, and this allows us to round the outside of the shell. We use this to mill off the edges so that the shell becomes a cylindrical shape. There are several different methods to round the outside, which I think is a lyric from an Eminem song. And I use different methods depending on which kind of wood I'm using. So once that's done, we take the shell out of the jig, and the outside is now round, but we still have to round out the inside. So we take the shell out of the jig completely. And we adjust the ball bearings a little bit, and we put the rounded shell, outside rounded shell, back into the jig, and we adjust where the router is, and then we actually route the inside of the shell as well. And then once that's done, we take the newly rounded shell and bring it over to the router table and cut the bearing edges. This particular Purple Heart drum had 45-degree bearing edges. Now it's time to do a little sanding and then stain and clear coat, or just clear coat, the drum.